A letter from Alma Green, 5th of May, 1994, about the panel for her son, Michael Buckland. To whom it may concern. This is a word picture of my son, Michael Maxwell Buckland, who was born on December the 21st, 1958, in the village of Hitcham in Buckinghamshire. Even as a small child, he showed a caring attitude to people. When he was 2 years old, his father took him for a walk and they stopped to rest on a bench. A tramp was seated there, and Michael insisted on having conversation with him, much to his father's discomfiture. The tramp was scratching around on the floor, looking for cigarette butts, and Michael said, "You don't want to smoke that. My daddy will give you one of his fags, won't you, Dad?" The compassion and friendliness followed him into his adulthood. He would always champion the underdog. He was loving and intensely loyal. He loved all the good things in life, art in all forms, all types of music, flowers, especially roses, and animals. His 2 cats, Tiger and Poppers, were his pride and joy. He was widely travelled and had a great many friends all over the world, and loved his family dearly. Always immaculate, he was inclined to be finicky and would take ages to get ready if he was going out, which drove everyone crazy, but they made allowances for him. Handsome, charming, and highly intelligent describes him well, but he had his faults. He could be very impatient and was never on time for anything. This drove his stepfather mad. They were always trying to score points off each other, and one day Philip said, "You'll be late for your own funeral." Michael laughed but said nothing. When that sad day came, Philip remarked, "Well, Mike, this is one occasion where you will be on time." We were all assembled and the phone rang. It was the undertaker to say that one of the cars had broken down. We were 20 minutes late at the crematorium, and we could almost hear Michael chuckling and saying, "I've got the last laugh now, Philip." He had a wicked sense of humour, which often got him into trouble. Like the time when he visited the Louvre, and one of the plinths was empty, so Michael quickly took up a pose while his friend photographed him. Unfortunately, the attendant did not have a sense of humour and escorted them from the gallery. When he died in September 1992, the tributes were many. From the old lady who lived in the flat below him, who said, "Your son is a gentleman. He always carried my shopping when he saw me," to old school friends and neighbours who never forgot him. On the day that he told me that he was HIV, he said, "Mum, I don't regret my life. I regret this outcome, of course, but I've enjoyed my life, so I have no regrets apart from the pain this will cause you." He died as he had lived, with a smile on his lips. In fact, he was laughing at one of his favourite TV programmes, Matthew Kelly's You Bet, and the nurse turned to hand him a cup of tea, and he had slipped away. What more can I say but that he was the most wonderful, loving son that a mother could have, and he enriched so many lives as well as the families. He was my son, Michael, and I am so very, very proud of him and will love him forever. Alma Green.